Alrighty guys, it is Qaaman here today, and let me resume part 8 of my Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku 2 playthrough. Alright, so I'm just looking at this commercial really right here. You guys will actually remember this place very late in this game when a certain saga comes around. But let's just say that TV is very important. Alright, so on our last episode of our Legacy of Goku 2 playthrough, I recently got that note from Bulma to go get the Scouter, which is a pretty good, device to have when you're like detecting like enemies and how strong they are. It's a pretty cool device. Wish I had gotten it a little bit earlier so I could have recorded, perhaps, the King Triceratops or whatever, but it's fine. Alright, let's see. Alright, so I can't get in there. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so I guess I can't come in here right now then. That's fine. If I remember correctly, there was like a scientist on this game who was like bad or something. Or was that in Boo's Fury? Please correct me in the comment section below, but I remember very clearly that there was a scientist on one of the Legacy of Goku games. It was obviously not on the first one. There was a scientist who was like working for like the enemy company or whatever, and I could have sworn it could have been this one or Boo's Fury, but I don't honestly remember. It's been too long. Alright, so let's go to the electronics store. Now, I remember one of you guys were asking me in the comment section below, how exactly do I play my Legacy of Goku 2 playthrough? Well, what I do is I actually have the game playing in like a windowed mode on my desktop, and what I do is I use my Camtasia screen recorder to record the dimensions of which the game is playing, and that's essentially how the game is recorded when I'm playing it here. A lot of people thought I was recording it directly, but I just record the dimensions because honestly wise, this is a game where the quality isn't that big of a deal anyways, because honestly, the quality is virtually the same because it's like a pixelated Game Boy Advance game anyways. So it really doesn't make a difference either way, which way I recorded or not. Alright, so I have no idea where the hell I'm going here. Obviously can't access a map through that, but I have to go to the electronics store. No, this is the mayor's place. I wish you could actually go to Orange Star City on this game, but there would be no purpose because the Z Fighters had no reason going there at this point in the series anyways. Alright, so the electronics store should be down to the left. Alright, let's move to the left here. Alright, here we are. Should be in here. Alright, oh look at that, a Game Boy Advance. Oh man, good old times. I still have my Game Boy Advance. It's like sitting on my desk like accumulating dust. Otaku? Oh man, isn't that such a funny name? An otaku's like a huge anime nerd if I remember correctly. Hey mister, that's a great costume. I bet that green paint is hard to get off. Oh man, that's funny. I have a request from Bulma at Capsule Corporation. Bucky. Oh yeah, Bulma, she's one of my favorite customers. I love that hair. Anyway, I'm glad that they didn't keep their stockrooms filled. It's more business for me. Just a second. Alright, look at all those TVs, man. Here you go, I'll put it on Capsule Corporation's tab. Alright, so let's go back. Now, I'm actually curious, like, I should make a video one day on how I think Scouters work. I don't want to give away my thoughts in this video, but I've always been, like, so interested in knowing, like, how exactly do Scouters work? Like, how can you just put on a machine, and how can that machine like identify somebody's power level? I think I have a decent theory on how I think it works, but it would just be my theory and nothing else. Alright, let's see, so I should go straight to the right here. Alright, should be down here. There we go. Learning my way around West City. Alright, so let's see. Let's go talk to Bulma. Kinda excited to use this scouter and see how strong people are. What's funny is that on this game you can't actually record like the 5 main characters. Actually there's 6 main characters. The 6th one is a secret. But you can't record like the 5 main characters along with the 6 main characters on the game. But you can record like all the other NPCs. Alright, here we go. Hey, thanks! Now I can finish fixing that scouter. Alright, so let's see. There, that should do it. Alright, so I got a scouter. You can use that scouter on people and creatures you encounter. Just press select on the creature or person that you want to scan using the control pad and the A button. You can later access the data in the central computer room here in the Capsule Corp. Great. The scouter will also provide you with regional map data. To see a map of your current location, press the R button. Alright, well, this is pretty cool. Let's scan Bulma. HP 22, Strength 2, Power 1, Endurance 2. Bulma Brief is the daughter of the founder and president of the Capsule Corporation, Dr. Briefs. Bulma has many invention patents in her name, most notably the Dragon Radar, a device designed to detect the unique energy signature associated with ancient artifacts known as the Dragon Balls. And they forgot to say that Bulma is currently sleeping with Vegeta, wink wink. Anyways, let's get out of here. Oh man, such a cool toy though. I wish I had a scouter in real life. I'm sure we all do. Alright, let's see. Dr. Brief. Wow, she has more HP than Bulma. Miss Brief is the wife of Dr. Brief. She is renowned for extraordinary baking ability. Wow, she has more HP than Bulma. Find that hilarious. Alright, let's see. Human. Database information on this person is restricted. Alright, so they're not going to tell me. That's fine. Find that funny. It's like a cheap way for like the computer to say we're not going to give you NPC information. Alright, that's pretty cool though. Alright, so let's get out of here. So now I should probably go talk to Goku and the rest of the gang. Well, I don't remember what my... Let me check my journal. Meet Goku in East District 439. Alright. So I got the scouter. Should be getting out of here soon. Am I in the right location? Alright, let's see. Alright. Receptionist. Hey Piccolo, Dr. Briefs wants to see you about a security leak. Oh. Security is located down to the hall at the east. Wow, I actually completely... remember guys when I said... I remember that there was a scientist on one of these games who was like sneaking around who was bad. I knew it was either one of these two games, this one or Boost Fury. Alright, let's see. So that's the receptionist. Let's see. Dr. Briefs is down here. Alright, there he is. Let's scan his power level. Wow, HP 36, so he has more HP than Bulma and more strength than Bulma. Wow. Dr. Briefs is the founder and president of the Capsule Corporation. His greatest invention is the invention of the Dynacap. Dynacaps often referred to as capsules, allowing storage of large objects in a tiny capsule. These advancements in miniaturization technology have changed the way that society works. Yeah, it's a great invention. I wish this existed in real life. Hi Piccolo, I have a big favor to ask of you. The other day I was conducting an atmospheric experiment and I accidentally dropped a large supply of golden capsules out of the plane. These golden capsules are highly experimental prototypes that I have developed. I lost 25 of them and they could be anywhere in the world. When you find them all, please come talk to me. Didn't know if this had anything to do with the security leak. How is your search for the golden capsules gone? Or if you find them, let me know. Well, this is weird. Shouldn't he be talking about the security leak? Wait, let me check something here. She said all the way down to the east, right? So let's check here. Oh, let's talk to this cop. Oh, here we go. This isn't an easy job. Capsule Corporation is one of the biggest and most influential companies in the world. There are lots of people out there who would love to steal our secrets. Corporate espionage is a huge problem. Recently, some highly dangerous and experimental capsules went missing. I'll get to the bottom of this. In fact, Dr. Briefs authorized me to give you this blue level security card. If you happen to see anything suspicious, let me know. Alright, so got a blue access card. Now let's go upstairs. So I knew I wasn't wrong. Could have sworn it was one of these two games. Alright. So I know it's not here in the basement. Oh, I guess I could get in the basement too. Alright, just get these little strength and endurance capsules. Alright, let's get out of here. I should probably make a segment one day talking about how rich Bulma is. But there's no way to calculate that exactly. There really is no way. All I can say is she's got a lot of money. Alright, let's see. So I can't get in there. Let's talk to this guy. I guess he's not the imposter. Alright, let's see. Alright. Let's see who this scientist is. So many little things to shrink, so little time. So where's the bad guy? Oh, he's probably in that room over there. Man, I'm surprised that they couldn't do this on their own. I mean, it's funny like having Piccolo walk around as like some little delivery boy. Oh well. Alright, so let's see what's in here. What are you doing up here? Look, he has a little red background, which means he's a bad guy. New man. I just got lost. Oh really, what's that in your hand? This! What the heck? Did he just spawn like a wolf? Alright. Okay, let's try this again. What are you doing up here? Oh, alright. I work for the Pod Corporation, one of the Capsule Corporation's biggest competitors. When we learned that Capsule Corp was developing a capsule that could contain living organisms, we had to learn the secret. I got a job working here as a capsule scientist so I could steal secrets and sabotage their research. Alright, you're coming with me. I found who's been stealing the experimental capsules. He's confessed to everything. New man, I should have known. You're going to jail. Rats! This is funny. Thanks, Piccolo. I owe you this one. Why don't you take the red level access card? This will give you security access to the central computer room. Alright. Let's scan New Man's power. Oh, I guess he's just a regular guy. What I find kind of funny though is like they talk about like a capsule that can contain living organisms and how like they stole their experiments. Doesn't that kind of remind you of Pokemon in a way? Oh well. Alright, let's see. Be sure to enjoy your visit here at the Capsule Corp. But don't try any funny stuff. I see that everything goes on here. What the heck? A long time ago, I used to be a martial artist. I fought in the World Martial Arts Tournament and everything, but then the World Martial Arts Tournament was destroyed and I haven't competed since. Alright, well, what I find funny though is like, I don't know, it's just, like, this guy acts like he's so tough. Like, what could he possibly do to a guy like Piccolo? I don't know. Alright, let's check this out. Bulma, Dr. Brief, Frieza, okay, 1974 HP. Alright, so Frieza's got 30 strength, 37 power, and 20 endurance. Regular human. King Cold, 24 strength, 28 power, and 10 endurance. So this game considers Frieza stronger than King Cold. That's actually pretty interesting. I mean, a lot of people would think differently, but obviously the game has a different opinion on things. Alright, so let's get out of here. Scout is a pretty cool invention on this game though, I'm not gonna lie to you. Alright, so let's go to East District, and that should be it for this episode. Alright, so let's just fly over here. Love the music. Alright, back in East District 439. Hey guys, did you have a good time in West City? I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, because Piccolo's a little delivery boy. So we have 3 years to train, Dad? That's right, and we better make them count. Here we go. Oh wow. Look at Goku. 3 years later. Gohan has achieved level 10. Gohan can now use the Masenko Ha. Piccolo has achieved level 19. Piccolo can now use a special beam cannon. Oh shit, this is awesome. It's about time to head to Amenbo Island. This is the day that boy predicted the androids would arrive. Master Roshi has some new skills to teach you guys. Be sure to pay him a visit when you get the chance. I'm ready. Alright guys, this is gonna be awesome. I've got special beam cannon. One of the coolest attacks in the series. I wish people like you would just leave my husband alone. Oh man, good old Chi-Chi. I'm actually curious to see what happens if I talk to her with Gohan. I'll do that before I get off because I'm curious to see what she would say. Because as I mentioned before guys, like on this game, you really only have one chance at a certain point of a game for a character to say a certain thing. Because once you see that character at another point of the game, they'll never say it again. Alright, here we go guys. Special Beam Cannon! What an awesome move. One of my favorite attacks in the series. My favorite attack by Piccolo actually isn't it actually isn't Special Beam Cannon. My favorite attack is actually the Hell Zone grenade, the one that he used against Android 17, where he shot like a bunch of random blasts and then like made them combine. That was such an awesome move. Alright, let's see. I don't want you hanging around your father's friends anymore. They're a bad influence on you. Yeah, guys, I gotta work on my female voice. It's kind of hard when you're a guy, especially when you have, you know, a relatively deep voice to sound like a woman, but I guess that's what you have voice actors for. Alright, so I'm gonna basically leave this episode off here, and then the very next episode we're gonna go see the Android threat. This is getting really exciting, and I hope you guys enjoy. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and remember, as I always say, to have a great day, guys.